Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaga Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. In fact, Krishna is answering all the questions asked by Arjuna very, very clearly. So Krishna is teaching us how to attain Siddhi. If we achieve Siddhi, Siddhim Prapto, Yata Brahma, Tatapnoti Brahma. So if we achieve Siddhi, perfection, so Tachruno. So you hear from me how to achieve Brahman. So first we need to achieve Siddhi. If we achieve Siddhi, then we will get Brahman. That is Brahman platform. Krishna's well. Goloka. We'll go there. So for that we need to achieve Siddhi. So how we can do that Siddhi? Perfection. That is by doing all our work only for Krishna. Yataga pravrittir bhuthanam yena sarvam idam tatam. Swakarmana tam abhyarcham siddhim vindati manava. So, from whom everything is emanating. Yataga pravrittir bhuthanam. From whom all the living entities are created. Everything, this world, everything is emanating from whom. And by whom everything is pervaded. Yena sarvam idam tatam. So, swakarmana tam abhyarcha. So, with our swakarma, with our own karma based upon our swabhava, so we need to worship that Krishna. Swakarmana tam abhyarcha. Then what is going to happen? We are going to get the Siddhi. Siddhim vindati manava. So, Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tatapnoti nibodame. Siddhim prapto yatha brahma tatapnoti nibodame. That's what Krishna is teaching. So once we get that Siddhi, then how to achieve that Brahman? You hear from me. Samasenaiva kaunteya. Nisthanyanasya yapara. So I will tell you everything summarily. How to achieve that Brahman. So that is possible by studying this Bhagavad Gita only. So with this Bhagavad Gita, we are going to get Siddhi, and with the perfection, that means we'll be freed from all the material attachments. So then we will be able to achieve Brahman platform. Once we reach that Brahman level, that means once we control our mind fully, completely, then there is no hankering, no lamentation. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nasochati Nakangshati. That's what is going to happen. Once we become Brahman, Brahma Bhuta Prasannat. Whereas Jiva Bhuta, if we are in this material world, then it is Dukkatma. It is not Prasannatma, it is Dukkatma only. Jiva Bhuta Dukkatma, Sochati, Kangshati, everything. So it's lamentation, hankering, all such things are there in this material world if we are a Jiva Bhuta. But if we become a Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na Sochati, na Kangshati, Samaga Sarvesu Bhutesu, Madbhaktim Labati Param. So at that point of time, we will be equal to all living entities and we will achieve supreme devotion unto Krishna. Madbhaktim Labati Param. So for that, only we need this Bhagavad Gita knowledge and using this, applying this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That's what every day when we study this Bhagavad Gita, we are focusing only to gain this knowledge and use this knowledge and achieve that perfection, that is Siddhi. So that is when we are doing everything for Krishna, that is for, for pleasing Krishna, for the satisfaction of Krishna, then we are automatically going to achieve Siddhi. So that means steady intelligence. That's what we are studying in the second chapter, how to achieve steady intelligence. So if we achieve steady intelligence means we have achieved Siddhi, perfection. So that means we are ready to go to Krishna's way, Golokam. So that means we have become a Brahmabhuta platform. So Brahmanadaya karmani sangam tyaktva karotiyaha lipyate nasa papena padma patram ivambasha. So if we perform all the activities as an offering unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Brahmanadaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti. So by giving up all attachment to the results, because we are attached to Krishna, there is no attachment to the results. So when that happens, then lipyate nasapapena padma patram ivambasa. Like water, a leaf is untouched by the water. Lotus leaf. A lotus leaf is untouched by the water. So like that, we will not be touched by papa. Lipyate nasa papena. No papa, no sins. We will not accumulate any sins. So that's why Krishna is saying that Kurvan napnoti kilbisham. Many times in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna uses the word Kurvan napnoti kilbisham. Krishna uses the word. So that's why Seyan swadharmo vigunaga paradharma swanustitan swabhava niyatam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. So if we perform all our duties according to our swabhava, then that's why swabhava niyatam karma. Swabhava niyatam karma means it is based upon our swabhava. We need to perform those prescribed duties. Niyatam karma, swabhava niyatam karma. So for each and every swabhava, for each and every varna, so there is specific duties. So that's what swabhava niyatam karma. There are prescribed duties, niyatam karma. So kurvan napnoti kilbisham. So when we do such kind of karma, then there are no sins. We are not going to get any sins. Kurvan napnoti kilbisham. That's what we are learning from Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding from Bhagavad Gita how to act so that we won't get any sins. The art of performing our duties, yogaga karmasu kausalam. So that's what we are learning from Bhagavad Gita, how to act, what to do and what not to do. We know very well. Only the demons, they don't know. Pravrittam cha nivrintim cha janaga naviduku asuraga. Only the asuraga, the demons, the demoniac people, they don't know what to do and what not to do. But for us, that's not the case. We are devotees. We are devotees of Krishna. We believe in Krishna. We fully, completely surrender unto Krishna. We have complete faith on Krishna. So that means we know what to do and what not to do. So we know that we have to do what all Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, and we know that we should not do anything which Krishna is not teaching in Bhagavad Gita. Durenagi avaram karma, buddhi yoga dhananjaya, buddhau saranamanvicha kripanaga palahetava. So we should keep all abominable activities at a far distance by buddhi yoga, by intelligence, by devotional service, by offering everything unto Krishna. So we should perform only the activities which are authorized by Krishna, which are recommended by Krishna, not the activities which we should abandon. So avaram karma, abominable activities, we should not do it. So when we study Bhagavad Gita, when we understand all the slokas, that's what we are doing right now. We are studying and understanding this Bhagavad Gita. So now, whatever we do based on this Bhagavad Gita for the satisfaction of Krishna, it is going to be the right thing, what we are going to do. We will not be affected by the sins, any reactions. We will not be affected by the reactions. So Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. That's what we are supposed to. So we should do everything as an offering unto Krishna only. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. So, by Krishna's causeless mercy, he is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is not only teaching us this knowledge, Krishna is also giving us opportunities to perform all our activities as an offering unto him. Brahmarpanam. Because our body is a machine, we know that it is working. And because our body is working, we have consciousness. And because of that, we are able to think and act. And now Krishna is giving us the knowledge how to use this body to get out of this body. How to use this body so that we won't get another body. If we don't use this body, we will get another body. If we misuse this body, we'll get another body. So, we have come to this material world. This is a dukkalayam. This is a miserable place. Now, we have to use this body so that we won't come back again to this material world. Imam prapya bhajasvamam, anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. So we need to use our body to worship Krishna, to render devotional service unto Krishna. So that we won't get another body. Because after having this material body, we cannot sit idle. We have to do something. Nahi dega brita sakyam tyaktum karmani aseshataka yastu karma palatyagi satyagi tiyabhidiyate. So, after getting this human body, this material body, nahi dega brita sakyam tyaktum karmani aseshataka, not tyaktum. We cannot completely give up all the activities. It is impossible. But we will be able to completely give up the attachment to the results. So that is what is known as tyaga. Yastu karma pala tyagi. Karma pala tyagi. We can renounce the fruits of our activities. We cannot renounce the activities completely, but we can renounce the fruits of activities completely. So that's why yastu karma pala tyagi satyagi iti abhidiyate. So he is known as yatyagi. Satyagi iti abhidiyate. So Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita how to become a yogi, how to become a tyagi, how to do everything. So we are so much fortunate to understand this Bhagavad Gita the way Lord Sri Krishna wants us to understand. The way Krishna spoke this knowledge to Arjuna, gave this knowledge to Arjuna, the same way we are able to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita. So for a devotee, he will not be disturbed by the results, whatever the results, good or bad results. Nadveshti akushalam karma kushale nanusajjati tyagi sattva samavishtu medavi chinna samsaya. So that is what happens with the devotees. But those who are not tyagis, who are not able to renounce the results of the activities. Tyaga means renouncing the results of activities. That's what Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sanyasam kavayo vidugu sarva karma pala tyagam praguhu tyagam vichakshanagam. So sarva karma pala tyagam. So like giving up the results of all activities. That's what is known as tyagam. Sarva karma pala tyagam praguhu tyagam vichakshanagam. So for such persons, tyagi sattva samavisto medavi chinna samsaya is not affected by anything. But whereas those who are not able to give up the attachment to the results of actions, what Krishna is teaching us in the 18th chapter, that anishtam, ishtam, mishram cha trividaga karmanaga palam pavatyatyagi pretya natu sanyasinam vachit. So, anishram means undesirable, ishtam means desirable, and mishram means mixed. Undesirable, desirable, mixed. Anishtam, ishtam, mishram cha trividaga karmanaga palam. So, three kinds of the results of our activities. Those are the real results of our activities. So, when we are attached to the results of the activities, that means when we are not yet tyagi, so then the three types of the results what we get, that is the desirable, undesirable, and the mixed. Anishtam, ishtam, mishtam cha trividaga karmanaga palam bhavat atyaginam pretya natu sanyasinam kvachit. Atyagi, atyagi. Atyagi means who is not a tyagi, who is not a tyagi, so who is not able to renounce the attachment to the results. So he will get it after death. After death, in the new body, they will get the results depending upon our attachment to this material world. But natu sanyasinam kvachit. Whereas a person who is able to renounce all the results of activities, he is not going to be affected at all. He is not going to get any such results. That should be the way of our life. The way of our life is that every day, whatever we do, it should not affect us. It should not bind us. So that's what is very important. We need to know this secret and we need to understand how to act so that we will understand only from Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding only from Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge, the king of knowledge, Bhagavad Gita. So then once we understand this completely, then follow this, then of course, Lord Sri Krishna is with us all the time, helping us. He wants to help us. Krishna wants to save us from this material world. That's what he wants. So he is ready. Krishna is always ready. We simply have to remember him. Yetu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaga ananyena eva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesamagam samudartam mritu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partamaya veshita chetasam. So Krishna is ready, but we should be ready. We should be ready to fully remember Krishna and offer everything unto Krishna and do everything for Krishna. Sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaga ananyena iva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. So then we are ready. If we are able to do that, we are ready. We are ready to go to Goloka. We are ready to go to Krishna's way. Because Krishna is waiting. Krishna is waiting to save us from this ocean of material miseries. Because this is a material veil. And Krishna is saying very clearly, Anityam asukkam lokam imam prapya bhajasva mam. That's what earlier also we studied today. Having come to this temporary miserable veil, you worship me. So if you worship Krishna, we are going to go to Goloka. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 67 slokas in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is answering all the questions. In fact, in one sloka, Arjuna asked the questions about the symptoms of a self-realized person. So Arjuna asked Krishna that Sita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya kesava stitadi kim prabhaseta kim asita prajeta. So now what we are studying, Krishna is answering all this, like in 18 slokas Krishna is answering. So not one or two slokas, in 18 slokas Krishna is answering these questions. So what we are studying, we studied in this sloka number 66. Nasti buddhirayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayataka shanti ashantasya kutasukham. When we are not connected with Krishna, when we are not engaged in Krishna's devotional service, then we will lose intelligence. We will not have intelligence. Nasti buddhirayuktasya. Because Bhogaisvarya prasaktanam taya apakrita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samadham na vidyate. When a person is attached to material sense enjoyment and material opulence, then there is no buddhi. Vyavasayatmika buddhir samadham na vidyate. That's why when we are not engaged in Krishna's service, we lose intelligence and we will not have steady mind. No steady mind. When there is no steady mind, there is no peace of mind. Nacha abhavayataka shantir. Na shantir, abhavayataka na shantir. When there is no peace of mind, there is where from happiness comes. Ashantasya kuta sukham. That's what Krishna asked. So in this sloka, Krishna is asking Arjuna that one who is not connected with the Supreme can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Then in the next sloka, number 67, Krishna is continuing that Indriyanam hi charata yanmanonu vidiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavam ivambasi. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmanonu vidiyate. So the senses are roaming. Even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away the intelligence. Tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavam ivambasi. Just like a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind. So as a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. So that's why Krishna is teaching us in the next sloka that Tani sarvani tasmadasya mahabhago nigrihitani sarvashaga indriyani indriyatebhyas tasya prajna pratisthita. The same thing. And Krishna said that yatato yapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaga Indriyani pramatini haranti prashabam managa. So the senses are so strong and impetuous that they forcibly carry away the mind even of a person who is endeavoring to control them, a person of knowledge who is endeavoring to control them. So that's why Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaga ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasati. So you control all those senses. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparagam. So by always keeping me as the supreme ultimate destination, so Tani Sarvani Samyamya, you control everything, all the senses. That's what here Krishna is saying, that Tasmadasya Mahabhago Nigrihitani Sarvasya. So you should bring all those senses, bring it back under the control of the self. Otherwise, if we let the senses to roam here and there, then that is going to carry away the mind, and then intelligence, just like a boat on the water, is swept away by a strong wind. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that Tasmadasya Mahabhago Nigrihitani Sarvashakam Indriyani Indriyartebhya. So senses from the sense objects, Indriyani. So Yata Samvarate Chayam Kurmangani eva Sarvasakam Indriyani Indriyartebhya Tasya Prajna Pratistita. So just like a tortoise who is able to withdraw its limbs within its shell, so similarly, if you are able to withdraw the senses from the sense objects, so then we are going to go to Goloka. So that's why Indriyani Indriya Artebhyas Tasya Prajna Pratistita. His intelligence is very well established. Therefore, O mighty armed, one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. So we need to control our senses. For that, we need to control our mind. So for that, we need to have steady intelligence. For that, we need to become a devotee of Krishna. For that, we need this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So when we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then everything is going to go in the right direction. So without the knowledge, we are going to struggle and suffer in this material world forever. But with the knowledge, we will be able to transcend and we will be able to go to Golokam. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are getting the knowledge. We have successfully finished 68 slokas in the second chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Radharani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for class. No question from my side. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Roma Rai Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I have
Yes,
no
ma'am.
questions, Guruji. I have no questions. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank
Very
you, Mataji.
grateful
Hare
for
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, and
Hare
first
Krishna,
my
Hare Krishna.
apologies.
No
I could
problem.
not attend class for some days, and I hope
Yes,
you are everything is okay at your end also. I know it's
yes, ma'am.
Krishna's blessing. And
Yes,
only one question is I want to ask you, Guruji, is that you say that we should not get disturbed by ourselves, but it's seldom that ourselves we disturb ourselves mainly, but others do that disturb us more. So in that case, how does one
Okay,
tackle
can
that?
you ask again, Mataji? You were saying something like disturb, but I didn't
Yeah,
fully understand.
I said that it's seldom that what we do, disturbs us. It is what others do that disturbs us more.
Mm-hmm.
So how does one tackle that?
That's why we should not be having any expectations from anyone. So we should, our goal is only to please Krishna. That's the only thing. So as long as we are able to please Krishna, we should not be worried about anything else. So that way Krishna gives us the knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, we will depend only on Krishna and everything. So that way others, depending upon everyone's interest, materialistic interest, and everyone is controlled by the modes of nature in this material world. So that way it's not possible for us to control others, correct? So we have to we have to fully depend on Krishna only. We have to control ourselves. That's what is very important.
True.
We cannot control others' mind, correct? We have to control our mind. That's what is very important. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge and fully depending on Krishna, we will be able to render devotional service unto Krishna. So that's the way we should keep ourselves always occupied in Krishna's service. So then there is no room for us to get disturbed by anyone else also, because we will be very much occupied in Krishna's service. Correct, Mother?
Correct, Guruji. Correct, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful explanation, Guruji. Sometimes you do get a little misled. Sometimes you get so disturbed.
Yes,
But once in a while, yes. Thank you so much for keeping us back onto the track again, Guruji. Thank you very
yes.
much.
Very
Thank
nice,
you very
Mother. All of you were able to meet also, but we couldn't talk afterwards. But it was nice. I saw the photo. It was very nice. Yes, Mother.
Yes, Guruji. We had a good, very nice Krishna's Mercy. It was a wonderful meeting, and we will definitely do that more. I'm sure, which is
Yes, Mother. Everything Krishna's mercy, we will do a lot of wonders, Mother. There is no doubt.
yes, Guruji. Definitely, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mother. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, SK Garg Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji, for very nice lecture. Guruji, for the last about 10 days, I could not attend the discussion session after the lecture because I'm out of Mumbai. And
Okay.
for 5 days, I'm out of Mumbai. So my schedule is slightly disturbed. I'm sorry for that.
No
But,
problem.
yes, Guruji. So, in fact, there is no question from my side. I'm listening to your lecture. 1 or 2
Yes.
lectures left over, which I'm listening through the YouTube.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anil Sood Prabhu, your mic is not showing. I'm not able to unmute you. But I would like to have your contact number, Prabhu. If you are able to type your number in the chat window, that will be helpful, Prabhu, because we have a team of devotees in Delhi. So I know you are also in Delhi. So, yes, Prabhu, if you are able to type your number, please do that in the chat window. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you for a beautiful class, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us always in Krishna consciousness. And I was traveling in between, Guruji. I couldn't attend the last 3 days
Yes, no
properly.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And visited all the Divya Deshams in Kanchipuram side.
Yeah.
And
You
thanks to
mentioned.
Sashirika for the book. It was she had given a book on Divya Desham, so it was very helpful also. Wanted to thank her for that. And I hope all is well now and things are getting better, Guruji, at your end. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna. I'm okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji. Nice to hear you after a long time.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's arrangement only. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
How are you, Guruji? All right?
Yes, Mataji. I'm okay, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes. We need Krishna's blessing every moment.
Everything Krishna's mercy only. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Very nice class today. It really reminds me that every minute that we cannot be attached to the sense objects and our mind keeps running after that sense object.
Yes.
So, Guruji, but with practice it will happen, because we are such subtle inclinations, tendencies hidden inside us, that somewhere something creeps up and we get behind that. The simplest of things like also comes and attacks us so fast that we just mind being focused on Krishna definitely is taking us to the right path.
Yes.
So Guruji, what about these tendencies which we say, no, sanskars inside us, which are there from years and years?
Yes,
So
Mataji. Yeah, slowly with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge we are gaining every day, and we are getting ourselves closer and closer to Krishna. So all such anarthas, everything will go away, Mataji. Krishna will take care. So that he will take care, Mataji. We don't have to worry.
yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you for the hand holding us and guiding us every day on a regular basis. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Good morning, Guruji.
Hare
Good morning
Krishna.
to all Prabhuji. Good morning to all
Yes.
Prabhuji and Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram Hare
Rama Rama, Hare. Yeah, Guruji, just I want to share one small thing there. Maybe it looks
Yes.
very childish and ignorant, but I am tempted to ask this.
Yes.
See, Guruji, what I understand, what I perceive, see, almost I crossed 50 years. See, we started with history, geography, so many things from the childhood, and we learned about Shiva, we learned about Muruga, we learned about all kind of gods along with Krishna and Rama.
Yes.
So many myths we read, we go through. See, one thing I am not able to understand, after 50, 60 years only, we are getting this kind of experience. So we are running for some purpose. At
Yes.
our post retirement or before retirement, we get that maturity and we try to learn this Bhagavad Gita, sloga, try to practice it for at least until death. That is what objective is. So my
Yes,
question is very simple. Why we are not been getting imparted this Bhagavad Gita in the childhood? Why not from 5th, 5th, 6th, 10th year? Even the Veda, other people, the Upanishad, Rudra, all other things are taught. And there is a different wing. They are become Purohit, they are become Shastrigal, all these things there. But Bhagavad Gita, the foray into Bhagavad Gita, it's very late in Hinduism. I am not understood. I am surprised to know why it is happening.
That is because that opportunity is not available. We need to create such opportunities everywhere. That's the very important thing. So, because it's very unfortunate, Bhagavad Gita itself is the most confidential knowledge, and because it is very unfortunate that it should be, in fact, Bhagavad Gita should be taught in all the schools as a subject, because it's a science. Bhagavad Gita is a science. So like we go to school, study physics, chemistry. So like that, we should also study Bhagavad Gita. But unfortunately, they don't teach. So, but yeah, we need to create such opportunities for everyone to start studying this at an young age. So, yeah, we will.
I don't want to sound religion or creed and other things. I'm very pure Indian. What I mean to say is, for example, Bible is getting exposed to the people before 10 years. Quran is exposed to the people below 10 years. Why not Bhagavad Gita? That is what my question, simple question.
In fact, Bhagavad Gita is a science. It doesn't fall under any religion at all. So the problem is that Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita that only 1 in 1,000 only will understand, will endeavor for perfection. So it's because the society itself is so much after material sense objects. So that's why such opportunity is not available. But we have, in fact, we have got a great opportunity now, Prabhu. So to to make this available for everyone, even at young age. So that great opportunities in front of us right now. Actually, we should make use of this opportunity and fully serve Krishna and make this Bhagavad Gita available to everyone, everywhere, at very young age. So that's what we should do right now. We have got a great opportunity to serve Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, we will do, Prabhu. We will do. We will identify all the devotees and come together and plan very well, and we will do, Prabhu. So that's the opportunity we got. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. The question he asked is very interesting, Guruji. That happened in my mind as well for quite some time, Guruji. My personal experience, Guruji. Every family has a Kula Daivam, right, Guruji? There is so we worship, and by God's grace, Ranganatha is my Kula Daivam, Guruji. But if I say from my wife's side, other side, and all, right, they have, and they go through that. They go to the demigods and ask for something. Literally, we beg. Even I used to go and beg from the demigods and get things and all. That's why Bhagavad Gita is not introduced at the age of 10, what the Prabhu asked. But then, moreover, our Hinduism is very liberal. So they allow you to test, and we reach Bhagavad Gita, Guruji. That's why, as you rightly said, 1 in 1,000 will come to this Bhagavad Gita, and it is a process. Okay, you can't really make it. If you want to cook a rice, and there is a process there. You boil a water, put the rice in it, comes something like that, so that it is more matured, Guruji. That's the reason those who follow Bhagavad Gita, they are not fanatic. They are not there to go and convert people, force people, or take a gun and shoot. If you don't Bhagavad Gita, I'm going to shoot. So the comparison between Bible, Quran with Bhagavad Gita is not at all in alignment, Guruji. I think Bhagavad Gita is the rest all a subset. Bhagavad Gita, as you rightly said, it is a science. It is a cosmic science, Guruji, and that happens in a gradual manner, Guruji. And we have to do our part. That is what very important, Guruji. We have to do our part. Those who realized, and they have to go, and that is our prime duty, Guruji. And with your blessings, we are able to do that, Guruji. I'm very much indebted to you. That is our prime duty. Every day I wake up, how many times I'm going to chant, how many people I'm going to influence through Krishna, my behaviors. That is what important here over, Guruji, which has been happening. As you rightly said, these are all premium essence and nectar, correct? We are all a prime quality. You go to a shop, if you want to buy an apple, there is always an export quality, a prime quality. So we are all in the prime quality, and the rest of them will also slowly come. At one stage, I think whatever we wear, it's all become a prime quality, Guruji. It's a motion. It is a transition. It will definitely happen, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, very much thankful for your efforts in teaching us Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji, in spite of all your thoughts and all the things that you are undergoing, Prabhuji. Really thankful, and it's really a lesson for us, Prabhuji, to learn from you, Prabhuji. And I just wanted to add one more thought about what Ram Prabhu just mentioned about cannot compare Bhagavad Gita with other things, kind of thing. So Prabhuji, like in everywhere, most people will go to primary schools. Some of them will drop and stop studying. Then remaining will go to higher schools, college. Very few people will go to masters. Very few of them goes to doctorate. Very few do multiple PhDs. And probably Bhagavad Gita comes next in the sense that very few also reach the stage where they get a chance to learn Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji. So that is the ladder, and only few people would reach there. And so it's that kind of, and Krishna himself is saying it's 0.01% of people only will try to attempt to learn about it, know about him. So which is knowing Bhagavad Gita. So I just wanted to add, Prabhuji. Is that right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, but still we have a great opportunity to make this, identify the devotees So, yeah. So only 1 in 1,000. There is that statistics is true, but the problem is right now. Even if you look at look at their statistics, we don't have even 1 in 1,000. We have maybe 1 in 10,000 or 3. I don't know. It's very difficult to even identify. You don't see that many devotees. For example, if we have billions of people, even in India itself, 1.3 or 1.4 billion. So now that much 1.3 or 1.4 million devotees should be there. That means everybody should be.
Prabhuji, I think we lost your audio, Prabhuji.
Oh, is it, Prabhu? No, what I was saying, are you able to hear now, Prabhu? Hear me now?
Yes, it is audible now.
Okay. During the lecture also, I think I see in the chat window, devotee said that I was not able to, like my audio was not clear, but was it okay, Prabhu, during the entire lecture, or it was like that only?
During the entire lecture, the audio was good, Prabhuji. Only during the Brahma Samhita, and actually since past 3-4 days, or after starting the class, the recordings are not coming properly on the audio, Prabhuji. The recorded audio.
Okay.
Otherwise, your voice was perfect throughout the class, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay.
And
yes, Prabhu. Yeah. So what I was telling, Prabhu, still there is a lot of work for us to do, Prabhu. We have to identify a lot of devotees. There are millions of devotees are there. We need to identify. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. No doubt that there are plenty of devotees there, because based on the population count and Krishna's himself probability numbers. So yes, definitely there are a lot of Krishna devotees who are willing to learn Bhagavad Gita, and we need to identify that. There's a lot of work to be done. Yes, definitely understood.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the explanation and for your continuous effort to keep us in Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Ram Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare Hare.
No questions, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabi, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice session, Guruji, today also.
Yes,
and
Prabhu.
it is becoming very clear and clear, like like you
Yes.
said that once we take the birth, like you have to do some activities. When you do activities, then like you have to learn that we do not expect any results from that. The moment we
Yes,
start expecting the results, then the whole problem starts.
Yes.
So it is, I think day by day, Guruji, it is becoming very clear. And then like since like you always remember Krishna, then you do not have to, like then your mind is not occupied by the other senses. So maybe like Guruji, I do not know, this would be a force, like when a person dies, like so that force, if there is a force of vasana, what we say, if the vasana is there, then the person again come back. Maybe like he's again coming back to there would be a very interesting thing, like when the person dies and the atma goes out, so that time like the vasanas are there, then again it like attracts back to this material world. So
Yes.
yeah, it is very interesting to know, but then like more studies have to be done into that, because there would be kind of some force, which is coming back and attracting back that atma into some bodies, when the vasanas are there. When there is no vasanas, there is no desires, then it is free. Then like it will go to the peaceful stage, peaceful place.
That is correct, Prabhu. What we remember at the time of death, it will happen. Yes.
Yeah, because that time the Atma knows like there is no desire. So like it will be a free, then like it doesn't have to come back.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Very nice, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you, Prabhu.
Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Shashireka Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for a beautiful class, Guruji. Thank you so much. Very interesting discussions, Guruji. And I think Subramaniam Prabhuji's question and your answer, as well as what Ram Prabhu said, what Ravin Prabhu said, I think all adds up. Really true. I agree with you that, I agree with Ram Prabhu first that yes, we are a very, I think we should not look at Bhagavad Gita as a religious text. It is not. It's a way of life and it's science that I think we have all understood. And what he said is that we are a very liberal religion. Even if you look at it from the religious perspective, why we are not forced to do anything in our religion is because we're very liberal. It is believed that Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, when he tells Arjuna, he says that, you think about all that I have told you and you take a decision. So he's not saying that just because I'm saying you follow. He never says that. He says, he gives him the choice. That is the kind of openness in the way of life that we all have here in the Sanatana. That is the way it is. So I think, yeah, and then a beautiful analogy given by Ravin Prabhu. Very nice. That different stages of education, only very few people go right up to the top. So true. And Bhagavad Gita knowledge is also like that, because it is so sacred, it is so confidential, it cannot come to everyone else. It comes to only those very few. And I think I would also like to say that those very few are chosen, because it is only with Krishna's grace that it is possible to learn and to understand and to implement Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So we are very fortunate, we are very blessed, we are very privileged, Guruji, that we are gaining this knowledge through you, that you are imparting this knowledge to us, and that we are those chosen few, those chosen lucky people who have access to this knowledge, have access to the, we can ask you all the doubts, we can understand it, we can have discussions on it, we can share. I think we are very privileged, Guruji. It is not even there are no words, Guruji, to explain how privileged we are, how blessed we are. Thank you very much, Guruji, for a wonderful, and like Ravin Prabhu said, I would also support that, saying that, it's in spite of everything, how you manage to have these classes, how you manage to go on, that I think is a true inspiration for us. We have to learn from that in spite of everything, in spite of adversity, in spite of everything, we have to be steadfast in our faith, in our belief, in our relationship with Krishna. I think that is useful. We have to continue on this path, yeah. And he, of course, Guruji, nothing is possible without his grace. And very nicely, Tabib Prabhuji summarized the learnings from Bhagavad Gita. Very, very nice learning, Guruji. I'm very grateful to you and very grateful to all the people who share their insights, and because there's a huge learning that happens from both, from you and from everyone else. Extremely grateful for this opportunity, indebted to you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hello, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ganesh Udupa Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the
Thank you, Prabhu.
no questions, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare
Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Palliyappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare.
Today's class is really very interesting. And you have explained about we understand what to do and what not to do, so that our actions will not bring sin to us.
That's correct.
So, and this is a very important thing, that we have to keep away from abominable activities, so that we are not affected by reactions. These things are again and again you are repeating in many places, and many time I heard and then understood that it is not so easy to follow, but it is very difficult. At the same time, what I felt, two things. This Bhagavad Gita, many people are asking. Even our Prabhuji Mani was also asked why it is not taught before from 10 years. But the main problem is we have been ruled by English people for so many years, 600, 800 years we have been ruled. And the next thing came back to power was Congress. So both were not given any importance to Bhagavad Gita. And another thing is, as rightly Ram Prabhu ji said, told that our Hinduism is very liberal, very liberal. That is another reason for, and many people repeated the same. So what I felt when I today's whatever explanations you are given from Bhagavad Gita, when I heard those things, and when I hear from all these discussions from our many Prabhu's discussion and all that thing, what I felt is we are just, if you see before, that is long back, that we have already four type of, that is, we have been divided into four groups by old people. Old people divided our this thing as Kshatriyas, Brahmanas, like that, four group. And all that four group were taught what is more or less nearer to Bhagavad Gita they lived. And that is the basic thing. The olden days were good for peacefulness. Whereas after the English rule and all these things, the education is totally changed. That nobody has realized. Totally changed. The whole education even today is only to make money, not for proper living. It is only to make money. That is the main reason. And what I felt after hearing for nearly few months your lectures and all, what I felt, the old system was the best system. Even for our children, we are, and what I felt, even today's nature, we have to make this Bhagavad Gita, same Bhagavad Gita, scientifically we have to reverse it to which is suitable for engineers on day-to-day life, which is suitable for doctors on day-to-day life, which is suitable for people like mothers, people like teachers, for different profession. Today it is a profession. We have to live with the present day. So as per profession, what is the correct thing to do? Today you told that very clearly you have explained, and what to do, what not to do. That is the basic rules are like rules we have to prepare, and the people have to follow that. That from Bhagavad Gita we have to prepare that to suit all these different type of people of today. So we can forget about olden days. There Kshatriya, like that we have made. Same way we have to make today, so that the Bhagavad Gita will be really spreading, is my thinking today. After hearing, after for so many days, my thinking is that. So
Yes, already you are doing a great service, Prabhu, like identifying more devotees. So we will continue to do and make more and more devotees, Prabhu. That is the only thing what we need to do.
Yes, many Prabhujis are, anyway, I can understand. Many are interested in our group to do what I am telling now, more or less. Many, from the way they answer and their questions and all. It is really, as a group, we have to work together and make Bhagavad Gita to be known to really young people. That is more important.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Satyendra Singh, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Really wonderful lecture. In the beginning, you have said about the two level of Brahman. In the sloka, also, today's sloka also, we have done Indriyanam Indriyasti. Yes. Pragyaptashita. Really beautiful. And likely the today's interaction with the devotees also I enjoyed. Really, I think the level of your devotees is raising.
Yes, Prabhu.
Really, it is wonderful to hear from you, listen from you, and listen the interaction from the devotees. Really wonderful lecture, Guruji. I enjoyed this lecture today. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji. Today is very interesting discussion, Guruji. I really enjoyed it, Guruji. Actually, even though we are coming to this class very late, but still every moment I'm feeling for the last 1 year, even though I tried many times, unless the Krishna decides, we cannot listen to his Gita, Guruji. That's what I'm just realizing. Unless he decides who has to listen to it, we will not listen to it. Even though there are many books at home or many lectures we may go for spiritual talks, but still, unless Krishna decides, we cannot listen to Bhagavad Gita. That's what my personal experience, Guruji. It's very interesting, Guruji. Krishna, mercy, as you told, for a few people, we are blessed ones. That's what I'm feeling, Guruji, during the discussion. It's very nice, Guruji. I hope Krishna's mercy, your example is yourself only, Guruji. How the Krishna has helped you every stage from the college days, how he has helped you to learn Bhagavad Gita, continue Bhagavad Gita, teach Bhagavad Gita. Even to do his bhakti also, its mercy should be there, Guruji. Simply we cannot do bhakti also. I'm just for the last 1 year for myself also, I'm looking around my classmates also, Guruji. His mercy is there for all of us. That's what I am feeling, Guruji. Very strongly I'm feeling. Very nice, Guruji. Everything will be all right. Krishna will look after all of us. That's what I'm feeling, Guruji, today. Very positively.
Krishna's mercy is very much needed.
Yes, Guruji. Sometimes I used to be very negative and what is this, whether what will happen like that. Today I'm so positive, Guruji. Everything will be all right. Krishna will really bless every one of us. That's what I am feeling, Guruji. I don't know. Today I'm very positive looking. My mind is, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. And you are a role model also. But just we have to follow you. That's what I'm feeling, Guruji, in all aspects, how you are committed to the Krishna faith, a strong faith on Krishna, and you continued your life. That would be a role model for us. That's what I'm feeling, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Venkata Nagarjuna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for today class. Thank you, Guruji. Malina Prabhu said very well, Madam Guruji. What to do, what not to do.
Yes.
Chandrakanta Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Guruji, for today class. Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you.
Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sunil Srivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. You got on.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Swati. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Swati. Hare Krishna. You are able to
How are you,
understand?
Guruji?
Yeah, by Krishna's mercy, I'm okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes. So how about you? You have holidays now?
Yes, sir. Yes, Guruji.
Okay. So you finished the 10th grade, correct?
What, Guruji?
You finished the 10th grade or 11th grade?
11th also finished. Now I'm in 12th.
You are in 12th now. Very nice. Very nice. So still in hostel only, correct, Swati?
Yes, Guruji.
Well, so you are able to read Bhagavad Gita also?
No. I always in our school in the morning always we chant Hare Krishna, and always in the morning we start with Bhagavad Gita in our school.
Very nice. Very nice. Hare Krishna. So that way you are able to memorize Bhagavad Gita slokas. It's very nice.
Yes, Guruji.
So when is your school starting again?
Next Monday onwards.
Okay, Monday. So you need to go again, correct?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. Study nicely for Krishna. So the Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful teaching. Really, that it's a great trace. Other religions have restrictions, but we have no restrictions. So that's a lot Krishna has given the absolute freedom. Whether you are keep in touch with me or you are get out of me. So it is a real, you are lucky that you are in that religion which is very free and relaxed. But then it's a great, I feel that it's too liberal, but it's a purpose. It's Sanatana Dharma. There is no even 5,000, any religion, there is no so old. And Sanskrit is the most oldest ancient language in the world, all over the world. So Lord Krishna has, and all the devas and gods and demigods speak in Sanskrit. So we should be proud that we are in such a good culture, and that we can say that we are part of the Brahman or the Lord Krishna. So yes, we should feel. So to have, that is today is Snana Purnima in Lord Jagannath Puri, that we say also Mahabhav. Lord Jagannath is Krishna itself. So Lord Jagannath today is a Snana Purnima, and today he will take bath, and tomorrow he will immediately after that, after bathing, ablution, and he will in fever. There is a place Alarnath, that really it's a great thing how we meet all the sufferings. Also Lord Jagannath also suffers like us. So it's a great lesson for us. So we are very proud that Guruji
from your enlightening talk, and all the devotees are so very getting more and more sincere and responding you. And I am very fortunate to be part of this spiritual pursuit, the noble pursuit, the noble knowledge. So we should be very much, we are proud that we are in this. So we make others also to involve with this Lord Krishna, the Gita class. So thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Sutadanaman.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, I see one new name, Lucky Bari. Hare Krishna. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna.
No.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare